has joined our program. James played high school football, had a nice career up in the Chicagoland area, went to the University of Nevada, had a very distinguished career on the field, and did a tremendous job off the field as well. We're waiting for the final documentation of his graduation. Not only graduated, but did a great job in the classroom. So by all accounts, obviously he's done a good job on the field. Sounds like a tremendous young man, the people I've talked with. And obviously did a great job in the classroom as well, very accomplished there. So we're just eager to welcome him to our football team. You know, typically when these things happen, there's a third party. You know, people float lines out there, whether it's a former high school coach, things of that nature. And I think they always, any player transfers, at least my experience, they gauge interest, Ron Caluzzi being one, and then they take it from there. That's up to the player what they do.
What are you thinking role-wise with him? Is he that much different than Akram that you can, you know, do a LaShawn Akram thing? Is it, or is the plan still evolving, I guess?
We'll let it all play out. He, you know, he had a tremendous career at Nevada, and you know, he's a mature guy, an older guy, mature, and you know, he's a college graduate, which puts him in a small category on any football team. So, yeah, we're eager to get him in and get him working with us so we can really assess where it's going to fit out. But you know, ironically, that's a position where we have a really good player coming back, but at the same time, we've never had too many good players at any position, and certainly at running back, that's a position unlike quarterback where you can play a couple guys. And I think really, realistically, have great production. Last year's a great illustration of that, and Akram's a better player if we don't run him 25 times, or at least, you know, have him carry the ball. Although if he can do that, that'd be okay. But you know, realistically, I think it's a long season. If we have a chance to split some carries and touches, that'd be great. And if you can have the kind of success with us that he had at Nevada, that'd be a real plus for our football team.
They both seem
them playing together at the same time.
I wouldn't rule anything out right now, you know, and that's true of our whole offensive package. But yeah, I wouldn't rule anything out at this point.
I was going to say, off of what Pat said, they both seem to be able to catch the ball well. Does that their versatility help in that regard?
Yeah, probably. You know, obviously not as strong and big as LaShawn, but he's put together pretty well. Yeah, having the ability to maybe do some things in the passing game that might give us some ideas to, you know, get a little bit creative that way.
They're different players, but they have similar skill sets and resumes. I mean, 30-plus catches last year, 1,000-plus yards. Will you not have to necessarily diversify or specify your offense if one player is in versus another player? Maybe LaShawn could do some things differently better than the Akram and vice versa, but these guys are more similar, so you don't have to change anything?
Yeah, and we still haven't, you know, had him on the field, so it's I want to be a little bit guarded on my remarks there, but the one thing, and I'll start here by saying this too, LaShawn, I don't know how many yards he had last year. It was a lot against good competition, and it was week after week after week, and LaShawn's biggest enemy throughout his whole career was injury. You know, when he stayed healthy, boy, he was. But like LaShawn, he's a very serious young guy. He's got, you know, obviously what he's done academically would show you that he's pretty focused and serious, as LaShawn was. So yeah, we'll be able to figure that out. But they have two guys that have played good college football is a good start, and we're still, you know, really enthused about our young players too. But it's no reflection on anybody that way. But I think it's just a good supplement for us.
That Nevada runs a lot of pistol, a lot of spread, and that's his offense. You guys don't do that. Does that matter much for the running back?
I really don't think so. I think you know, running from a deeper position as opposed to, you know, pistol is kind of like what we do in some ways. You know, some of the similar plays. But I think that's overrated. Really, it's just a matter of, you know, getting the timing down and getting a feel for things. And you know, to me, good players adapt to anything typically.
Do you have any other? I hate to say this. Any other grad transfers?
Potentially. You know, there may be some things that happen in the next couple of days, but right now, nothing I can say to talk about.
Did you sit down and have a conversation with Akram before this, kind of explaining what
Sure.
happened?
Yeah. When I learned, I can't tell you the exact date of James's release. I talked to him a couple of days afterwards. At that point, it looked like he was looking at a couple schools in the Midwest, and you know, I was pretty confident when I spoke to him that he was serious about the University of Iowa. So yeah, I sure did tell Akram that, you know, it was something we were considering, and if we had that opportunity. And my first obligation is to try to make our team better, but it's not only getting good players, guys that we think, like Ron Caluzzi, couldn't have been a better fit for our football team last year. And I'm not saying it's the same exact situation, because we do have a veteran in Akram as opposed to a bunch of younger guys. But I think from everything I've been able to learn about James, I think he's going to bring up maturity that's going to help us stronger senior class. So yeah, I spoke with Akram about it, just to tell him, you know, our idea is to help you. Actually, you know, that's what my sole motivation is to, our plan's not going to change a lot for him. As long as he's able to go, he's going to be going.
You look at quarterback right now. How have things progressed through the summer?